I know there's a judgment. I don't think there's a judgment. I know there's a final judgment for sure.
Really?
So for me, it's not even.
I think you're right, but what convinced you of that?
Because I just was in the spirit world. Like I saw my divine judgment, and my divine judgment was hell. That was like my divine judgment. And so one is I know there's a final judgment, to the point where when people say, oh, you're whatever, crazy or whatever, I don't even get offended. I'm just like, brother, that was me. I was you. I was you before this. So how can I be upset with you for thinking this when that was what I thought before then? So like, I know there's a final judgment. I know the accounting is in the human heart. It's not in the words. It's not in what you say. It's not in how holy you can be and how you can tell everybody else they're not holy and you're Mr. Holier than thou and everybody else is a sinner. It's the human heart is going to be weighed and measured by God. In my opinion, it's Jesus Christ. And, in my opinion, it's Christianity and Jesus Christ. But I'm not I'm not into the apologetics where we argue and mind all day about like what it is. I think the human heart's going to be weighed. And that's something that God's going to determine at the judgment. I know that I'm accountable for everything. And I know having died, like for all purposes, like I have died. And I know that when you die, the only thing you're going to think about is the people you left behind. So all of this materialism and, oh no, I'm being picked on today on the internet, or I'm being canceled again, or this and that. Like none of that came up. Actually, one funny thing that came up was during one of my journeys, I was under and I saw some things and I came up and it goes, whatever, whatever. That's what I mean. I don't know what it is. I still don't understand it. It says, you know how blessed you are that you've been like attacked and everything? And they go, you can talk about anything.
That's right.
Doesn't matter. People are just like, oh, wow, Cernovich talks about ayahuasca. We fucking knew he was crazy anyway. Like this is probably the least crazy thing that he's like said all week. Whereas if I were more of like legitimate and respectable, then I would have to think, well, how's this going to play? How's this going to play? Should I talk about this? Should I tell Tucker? Are people going to clip this up and make fun of me? What is this going to impact my standing with the administration and all the serious people in the world? Are they going to? None of that comes up. All that came up was, is my family going to be okay? That's the only thing that I could think about. So then you go from there. Well, are they? Have you loved them? Do they know you love them? Do you tell them that every day? Are you saying your prayers like every night? Because tomorrow's not promised. I could be in a car right now, flip over and die in a second. People die all the time in a second. We take it for granted. Charlie Kirk's dead. Charlie Kirk is dead. And that hurt me too. That hurt me bad. I haven't cried so much in the past 3 months in my whole life. And I don't care to admit I've cried about it. I think that's a problem people have is, we don't, it's like, I don't know, whatever a real man is, I think I'm pretty high up there. And I've been crying more in the past few months than I have my whole life combined. And you realize like Charlie just died. He just went to work. He's dead. His kids don't see him. They're not with him at Christmas. We're on the internet arguing about fucking Tyler Robinson. And was it the Mossad or was it Charlie's kids, they don't have a Christmas with him anymore. They don't have a Christmas with him. Erica goes home to an empty house. And then she goes on the internet and everybody's just saying the worst things in the world about her. She's not even my friend, but she's a mom. There's the worst things in the world about her. And they had Christmas without their dad. What's that like? What's it like to have Christmas without your dad? A lot of people go through that. So do my kids know this might be our last Christmas together, but I'm going to be here. I'm going to try to make it home. But if I don't make it home, I loved you. I love you. You know that you're my world and that I'm obsessed with you. And they never for a minute have to wonder what, like, does dad love us? Is dad good to us? No, nobody in my life. I text my friends the most dopiest shit. Like, love you, man. Just thinking about you. I never did that before. Just the dopiest, like most sentimental stuff that you can imagine. Hope you're okay. How like, think about all your friends you have. All of us have these man friends that we're also, manly men. When's the last time somebody's just like, hey bro, I hope you're okay. Just thinking about you. That's nothing. I'm not poetry, but I haven't talked to this guy in a couple months. I'm sure he's doing fine. Maybe he's not doing fine, though. Maybe he's not. Why do we think everybody's doing fine?
Well,
Right? Why?
Fair.
That's our delusion. That's the fallacy. Everybody, the folly. Everybody's doing fine. And then you don't reach out, and then you go, oh, well, I wish I'd have seen it coming. You know, maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't have. So I meditate on death. I think about it every day. Every day I meditate on it. And it gives me a sense of calming, if that makes any sense.
That's exactly right. Avoiding death is what makes you neurotic. Facing it makes you calm, gives you peace. Because that's the root of all fear, obviously, is the fear of dying.
The fear of death and the fear of status and the fear of the egoistic attachments that we all to our names, our reputations.
How did it affect your relationship with your wife?
Just like, I'm like obsessed with my wife. Like I'm just a simp for my wife, which if you'd have to ask her, but I don't know that she would have said that was true, you know, or maybe necessarily like early on, like all I think about is my wife and kids. Like if I make money, like I don't even care. I just like get rid of it, you know, get it to them. Like what people are like, oh, aren't you worried about your wife like leaving you or your kids? I'm like, I don't care. I mean, I really like, I don't care. I
mean signing all your money over to your wife?
Yeah.
You should do that.
Yeah, I mean, I did.
It's the right thing.
No, there's a lot of peace in that too.
Totally.
It's like you're going to get blood from a turnip. Come after me, and
I've lived it.
You're going to be very, very disappointed when you start tip me upside down, and maybe you get a few quarters out of the pocket. So it's made me it's completely like obsessed with her and the kids. It's made me like I've gotten much nicer even online than I used to be, you know, because you just think so much of it is, I'm not perfect, you know, because people can, I mean, my God, I wouldn't even say I'm good, let alone perfect. But you just realize like, maybe that guy's just having a bad day. You know, the guy cut you off.
That's right.
I'm mad. I'm honking at him. Oh, I'm going to fight. Maybe that guy's kid's dead, dude. Maybe his kid is in the hospital. And now I'm just adding. So I'm always about like, I don't want to add to the trauma burden of the world. What like, who knows what other people are, and that doesn't mean I'm going to let people walk all over me and everything, but who knows what people are going through, man. You just like, you never know. So I think about that all the time. Like, I don't have any doubts that my kids know where we stand. My friends know where we stand. The people who aren't my friends know where we stand, because I don't have time for like fake love and fake pleasantries and everything. It's either like like it's real or it's not. It's not real. There's just no point. Why even go into that middle space? And my love for my dad, which was always very strong, was like even stronger. My empathy for my dad and my mom, you know, because you always think about what they did, right? To you, because we're the center of our own story. Because you have to be, or you can't live. I'm not diminishing that, but then once you start thinking about like what happened to them, that got them here, and then suddenly you're like, yeah, man, whatever. My problems are my problems, or what I went through, what I went through. But everybody has gone through that. Everybody's going through something. And then as that expands, I think that's meaning, and I think that's how you connect more with God, because that's the divine communion. Empathy is part of the divine communion. That's why charity is part of the divine communion. That's why these are all taught by Christ. Even people who don't believe in them see the logic in it. It's communion with the divine. And the better we are to each other, the more in touch we are with the divine, and the more that we fight and we bicker and we squabble, and in the case of war, we kill each other, the further away we are from God.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. We hope you'll subscribe to it. And by the way, you can hit the little bell on there and get notifications every time we produce a video. We hope you'll do that also.